Alright, so working on making this work. Looks okay though. Mic audio looks good, game audio looks good. I think that's golden. Just adjust the cam there a little bit. Type something in the say something box. Also, hello everybody. And yoink. Awesome. Let's get this show on the road. Hey there, hi there, everybody. Hope you all are doing well. It is Wednesday, for me, still at least. Welcome to the stream. Today is the last night of the 5-star Tigra grind. I am ballpark somewhere. Well, I'm above the cutoff. Not nearly as where I'm as far as I usually am for featured grinds. I think the cutoff for this is gonna be pretty low, so I'm not too terribly fussed about it. But definitely got a bunch of points to put up here tonight. So, welcome to the stream. Looking forward to gabbing with you guys here for the next hour and a half, couple hours, whatever it winds up being. You know the deal. And just rolling with it. I want to take a second. Welcome the latest Vaughn subs to the channel. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for finding the channel in the depths of the YouTubes. Cheers on hitting that subscribe button, digging the videos I've put out so far, and are interested in the videos yet to come. We are halfway through Elsa Bloodstone Appreciation Week, so there are 3 videos out there right now, kind of highlighting why I think Elsa is such an amazing champ. She certainly is my favorite champ to play in the game. And I kind of hope I show a little bit of that love. So if you haven't checked those out already, just jump on over to my channel. It's at the top of the page. Check it out. Like, subscribe, etc., blah, blah, blah. Cheers, everybody. But without much further ado, it being the last day of the Tigra grind, I am busy in the quest burning some energy. Because, you know, that's the thing I need to do. What's up, Nation? How are you, bud? It's going really good. It's been a ridiculously stupid, good, busy day. Exactly in that order. Ridiculously good, stupid, busy. Rather quite eventful. But again, like I said, it's been going pretty good. I'm sure at some point tonight we're gonna be touching on the early pre-release of the long-term roadmap. That was far and away the biggest news from today. But I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Excited that it's Wednesday. I'm excited that the week is flying by as fast as it is. Kind of see what happens. Hope you're doing well as well. And I do realize that the stream is starting up about 10 minutes earlier than scheduled, so whoops. I was here, I was playing the game, I figured, may as well start off early. That's right, this blade only takes damage from specials. I gotcha. I gotcha. I do love that damage boost. Just seeing 100,000 on a special too. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll take that. I'll definitely take that. Heck yeah. So I want to say, hope you guys are enjoying day 1 of having no Alliance War seasons for the next 3 weeks. I know I'm definitely going to be enjoying that break. Still might pop in and play casually, which I am more than happy to do. But high-end Alliance War is not my favorite piece of content, so I definitely appreciate the break. Dude, Aaron, very nice. Very nice. Big congrats on that Hyperion. Getting hyped about that hype. Okay. when did the main account join up with the Alliance Nation? That could be it. I wound up getting enough shards for a 6-star crystal opening. I got a video recorded, but I'm going to save on debuting that until after Elsa week. You can probably tell by my voice that I wasn't really somebody I was jumping up and down about. It's not an awful pull, but I'm not somebody I'm going to be bragging about anytime soon. Alright, my dude. Oh, man. Just hoping for that casual 100k again. Come on. Come on. Come on. I can't kill you until you throw a special. Thank you. Beautiful. Oh, that's weird. Then, yeah, Nation, I've got no idea why. Oh, good. That's a solid... that's a solid plus. Be eating all kinds of damage now. That's awesome. Silver linings, I guess, right? Now, I realize I probably shouldn't be spending so much time on questing, seeing as how it's the night before arena's over, but I don't know. I am hoping that she does wind up staying low, which would be great for the cutoff. That it'll be as low as first round. But that having been said, I am looking forward to just playing arena casually for milestones for a little bit. Been a lot of feature arena grinds recently. And they've all gone well. I can't complain about them. Definitely can't complain about them. Just looking forward to a little bit laid back. A little bit more laid back is all. But for those of you who are going for a Hitmonkey, I do wish you the best. Does seem like a really fun champ. Trying to see ballpark where similar arenas have gone in the past. It's like I think Mole Man was probably the most comparable to Tigra here, because Mole Man went for 41 and 38. Tigra went for 32, which is stupid. But then again, Mojo went for 46, so I read into that what you will. I think 1.5 will be enough for Tigra. I think it'll be close. I think if you're able to push higher than 1.5, I recommend it. But yeah, I think you're... Actually, no, I take it back. I do think 1.5 will be enough. Cutoff is usually like 1.2, 1.3. So 1.5 should be enough. But again, that having been said, if you have the time to try for like 1.6 or more, then yeah, go for it. It's always better to be a good bit over than a little bit under, you know? Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's not good. You got a rogue officer. I think you guys should definitely try sending in like a support ticket. And just see what happens. I do wish something like that would be a bannable offense. Like something like that can happen and that person can get away with it, I think is really a big oversight. $43,000 and $40,000. Bit overkill, but again, it's fun seeing those shiny numbers. Besides, I get a chance to take my Emma out for a spin, so that's always a plus. That still covers it. That still covers it. That. Yeah, right? Seriously. Good save. That having been said, it will be very interesting to see what the MCOC alternative to Line and Discord is. Supposedly, Kabam is coming up with a way for everyone to communicate with each other in game more effectively, at least. They didn't really mention anything of that, of the short-term roadmap here, or mid-term, whatever it is. But I know they have said that recently, as like a part of a wish list. So we'll see. We'll see. Not that, like, I don't think anyone's gonna really stop using Line or Discord. But that having been said, it would be nice to have a more convenient, hands-on way of getting in touch with everybody more reliably. I mean, game's been around for long enough, and it's big enough that you would assume, right? Assume that something like that should be plausible. Okay, so definitely should get rolling on those 6 stars. So the way that it's slated right now is that I can run most of my 6 stars right now and then have them refreshed one more time for arena cutoff. It's freaky to me that I've already surpassed first round cutoff. I do hope she goes low. Like, I do say that like it's a double-edged sword because I do think she's a pretty solid champ, but then again, it's always nice when champs go for something realistic instead of 70, 80, 90 million plus, you know? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. And here we slowly go. Jesus. What's up, Guido? How you doing, bud? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Hope the days found you well for midweek. Let's do this instead. Yo, what's up, Matt Murdoch? How you doing, bud? Happy Wednesday. Alright, come on, my dude. Come on, my dude. Kerplunk. Kerplunk. Man, I don't even know where to start about stuff to talk about today. There's so much stuff going on. Like, part of me wants to start talking about the whole reveal of the long-term roadmap, or the reveal of the roadmap. Seeing as how there's gonna be like 4 follow-up posts in the next 2 weeks. Oh, Matt. Matt says, any way to get units without spending? Yes. Most reliable way to get units without spending is grinding arena. Well, twofold. First, doing the monthly events, like as many different rarities or difficulty tiers as you can muster, because you get units for completion and you get units for exploration. And then the other way is to just do copious amounts of arena. Arena yields battle chips occasionally yield units. It starts to add up after a while. Probably your best bet. Yeah, but the thing about that is you can only do those once, you know? Because as soon as you finish any of the story, mainline story, or any of the monthly quests, then, you know, obviously you don't get units anymore. You can still get ISO and sell that for gold if you want, but... what is this roadmap? So, Kabam came out with... It's on the main page on the forums. They came out with a roadmap in terms of changes that they want to make to the game in the short term and long term. So not too long ago, right after Act 6.4 came out, they like immediately announced a beta for Act 7, and that was summarily just completely dumped on by the community and the people who wound up beta testing it as just being like a blatant cash grab nonsense, right? And there's a huge uprising rebellion about it. Then Seaton effectively quit MCOC, and a number of other YouTubers quit around the same time as a boycott from some of the top whale alliances. So all three of those things happening within a span of a couple of weeks got Kabam thinking that they need to change the trajectory of the game going forward here. So they've been stewing on that for the last few weeks, and then today was their initial presentation of how they kind of want to steer the ship going forward here. So they're saying that there's going to be, you know, new modes. There's going to be huge character rework for Magneto. They said their goal is to wind up buffing 2 champs a month, which would be amazing if that's true. They said that they're going to be doing something completely different for Act 7, like it's a completely different way to play the game. They were saying that all champions are going to be available as 5 stars now, because a number of them still aren't, like OG Wolverine, Joe Fixit, Scarlet Witch is the biggest one, OG Ms. Marvel, a couple others. I don't know if that includes Deadpool or not. Age of Ultron Vision. Just a whole slew of positive improvements, you know. There's going to be a help all button now, supposedly. Like a bunch of quality of life stuff, which is great. So today was the first day that they kind of debuted that, and said that for each of 4 different aspects of that game upgrade, they're going to be going over that in detail in the coming weeks, so doing it bit by bit. What's up, Shadow? I'm more curious of the details on those dates, they specified rather than the yeah. Yeah. Because it's interesting that, well, here's the thing. All 4 of those different talking points are going to wind up debuting before July 4th and July 4th weekend. Because they want everybody to be good and well informed that the game not only is not going anywhere, but it's on the up and up, and it's worth sticking around for by the time the big summer sale hits. Which, I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind. It's a business, and that's a strategic business move on their part. So I get that. I do think it's interesting that they're still talking about buffing Act 6 and Labyrinth rewards, even though they talked about that yesterday. Like why they didn't mention specifically what they already mentioned. So it kind of makes me curious if there's going to be some greater rework aside from just the new Nexus, or what. I would be really shocked if there was. Like, I would be really shocked if there was. It just kind of left open the possibility, that's all. Most curious about those special crystals. Could they possibly have targeted champs like... You know, what you gotta do is you gotta... No, you know what you need to do, Shadow? You need to first off 100% Abyss. And then after you're 100% Abyss, then you should probably go for the Tech Crystal. Because odds are you're going to pull at least one robot. Or Mutant, who knows? Maybe you'll wind up with the Omega Red you're looking for. Alright, so I'm just a duck fart shy of 40, which is excellent. Plan for tonight is to just go through 6 stars, 5 stars, work my way down, and go from there. Oh, also, by the way, spoilers for a video that's going to be coming out mid next week. I was trying to keep this one under wraps, but I forgot to run this guy before I started up stream, and I'm not going to not run him, so... Spoilers! It was a good day yesterday. Stretch on my neck. I'm all kinds of stiff already. In case you saw nothing, there was nothing to see. But that having been said, Shadow, you are going to wind up getting that Bleedamine champ that you're looking for, and it will be glorious and it will be amazing. And I want to hear all about it when you finally take out that nasty Crossbones boss. That'll be so exciting. Cheers. And let's throw Winter Soldier up there. I gotta say, I'm really excited that they are buffing, or talking about buffing a couple champs a month. Because that means we're gonna see reworks for, you know, some of the meme tier champions a heck of a lot sooner. You know, Hulkbuster is just the start, but I'm hoping for, you know, OG Daredevil, I'm hoping for Groot, I'm hoping for Iron Patriot. Uh-oh. I think we biffed it right there. These are not the champions you are looking for. Alright, come here, my dude. I only thought about that just because I brought up Winter Soldier, and Winter Soldier could use some love. Kind of surprised they haven't done an MCU version of Winter Soldier, seeing as how he's been in like 6 movies already. But I mean, they haven't done MCU Strange, Scarlet Witch, War Machine for that matter either. I'm pretty sure the one in game is the comic version. Pretty sure. Oh, but that's another one. War Machine would be a 5-star. That's awesome. I'm hoping they get put into the new featured pool here in a couple weeks. Got my shards saved up already. And let's do Moon Knight. A little bit of synergy love right there. Let's go down there, you go there. I'll tell you though, it's nice to just sit back and chill. After running around all day, it's nice to just take a step back. And just breathe. And then punch a dude so many times in the face that he just stays down. Just keep punching him until he gets the message. I gotta be careful how I say that. Because if you take that out of context, that sounds horrible. In the game context, that's like, oh yeah, of course. So what's new, everybody? What's new? What were you guys most excited about the roadmap? Or I should suppose I should back that up a little bit further. Was it something that you were happy to see, or more along the lines of, you know, play it by ear, see how it just plays out normally? Oh yeah, of course. Nothing to hear. Nothing to hear. Nothing to see, nothing to hear. Carry on. As you were. Goodness. It is way, way too early for that. I got miles to go. I still gotta get to 100 million points for Tigra. I am willing to bet money that BZ's coming back. See, because that's the thing, is that very rarely does anyone stay retired. And I think anyone who says that they're going to retire and just go away forever aren't, 9 times out of 10, aren't being honest with themselves. I think most people just need a break. So to say that you're just taking a break and stepping back and living your life doing something else is awesome. But to say I'm never picking this up ever again in my life is a bit much. Not saying that that's what BZ said. BZ had a really, really well laid out video going over exactly his thought process. I'm just extrapolating. Because some people do that. I think Idolus is one of the few people that went away and has stayed away. Or at least doesn't, you know, post videos on YouTube anymore. But I miss that guy. Like, his go-to was Sentry. Just in the same way that Elsa is mine. He was just flipped for Sentry. I can't blame him. Sentry's a solid champ. Awakened Max Sig at high rank. But yeah, he did love him some Sentry action. Interesting. Friend wants to know who is best to use for Mordo on an all or nothing path. Give me just a sec. I'll finish up that thought here as soon as I mix the stupid Darkhawk and his miss mechanics. Stop it, go away. Darkhawk is one of those champs who isn't hard to fight, he's just annoying to fight. Because you can't knock him down, so you can't really use specials. If you push him to a special 2, then he gets into that stupid miss mechanic. And if he gets to a special 3, you're just in big trouble. Speaking of which, spoke too soon. Mordo on all or nothing path, and he doesn't have power control, but he does have a 565 Corvus. He doesn't have Omega or Ghost. Is this for an alliance event or a story mode? Specifically, does it have a... Oh, he's doing variant 4 and the last path he needs to clear. Okay, so Corvus is not going to be useful. Corvus is only useful in alliance events that have a timer. That's where that Corvus timeout trick comes in. But if you're in a match that doesn't have a timer, obviously you can't time out. So yeah, Corvus isn't going to do a whole lot for you there. The easiest and most expensive way of doing it is just doing a boatload of damage and then just quitting. But I mean, that effectively is the same thing as just getting KO'd, so it's not ideal. You're going to want to look for somebody who can eat specials. So you're going to want to look for an Awakened Magneto, you're going to want to look for an Awakened Luke Cage, an Awakened Gwenpool, a couple others. Main champs are Star-Lord, Corvus, Sentinel, Gulk, Beardo at rank 5. No, Beardo and Tech only drains power after a special is used. So if he does a if he's only doing special 3s, that isn't going to do you a whole lot of good. Some of the other, I mean, you got a bunch of other power control options. Hawkeye, maybe, if you're playing smart. I mean, Warlock is great for that, but he's not super common in game yet. Thank you. If you'll give me a sec, I'll go through the longer list of possible champs. Some of the older champs that have been around for a bit and people are more likely to have. Oh, that's what you mean, yeah. Yeah, so if you're using Beardo, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. Just get yourself a Doom. You know, go to the store, just get one. You know, 5-star, 6-star, they're everywhere. Come on, Thing. Thing's a good one. If he's awakened, he can eat specials. Isn't that only at SIG 200? It only works 100% of the time at SIG 200. Everything leading up to SIG 200, you have a % chance for it to fail. Alright, so let's look at some options here. Stealthy here, possibly by using a special 1. Ghost Rider would be pretty solid, an awakened one. If you build up your other judgments and then launch a special 2, then you get a pretty long power drain that way. I think Awakened No, Mordo. Quake works. Blade with a Ghost Rider could slow down his power gain. You still have to eat the special too, but then you might be able to heal after that. Duped Gwenpool can do it. Voodoo with his special 2 power gain can do it. Duped Iceman can eat the special 3. Rogue can power drain. Any of the visions to power burn. If you have Nebula with Heimdall, like a duped Nebula with Heimdall, she could eat the special 3, have Heimdall save her, and then heal up all the way again. Dormammu. Yeah, Dormammu is an option too because he has power drain on his medium ending hits. I said duped Magneto, that would work. Could get lucky with a Scarlet Witch for a complete power drain, but I wouldn't count on that. If you bring him Mr. Fantastic, even if you don't use him, he's got that pre-fight ability that inflicts Petrify. Colossus, just because he's super tanky, could probably eat it. Mephisto has his soul, so he could eat one of the special 3s as well. Civil Warrior has a big power drain. I mean, Doom, obviously. Clairvoyant would work. If you have a Wasp, you may be able to just like overpower him that way. Nick Fury might work. I think Sentinel power drains too, doesn't he? I mean, you got options. I don't know if Emma Frost can tank a special 3. I don't think so, but you might. Oh, Gala. Well, yeah, sure. But I was just going through the list of, because I've got all the 4 stars handy. What's up, man, Falcon? How you doing, bud? Happy Wednesday. I think the point I was just trying to make is that there are a lot of other less popular options to control Mordo power gain or eating special 3. So I mean, even if you don't have like the most popular options between Doom or Ghost or whoever, doesn't mean that you're entirely out of luck. I mean, effectively, if you have a Heimdall, then you could use anybody. Might take you a couple of fights, but presumably you could do it. You've got a 5-star Heimdall. If nothing else, I mean, bring a Hela. You got a 5-star Hela, and she's got that synergy with Angela or somebody. That for every KO'd opponent on your squad, you've got a 20% higher chance to survive a killing blow. What's up, Ghost? How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Good to see you. Anyway, just throwing out a couple ideas there. I mean, unless I see like the actual full roster of potential usable champs, then I wouldn't be able to say specifically who would be the best option, but everybody I mentioned were plausible options. many more 6 stars do I have? A couple teams. And I think they're still refreshing too, so that works. I am now very good. Just bought the 5-star AG from the Modoc Hotel and got a Skill Awakening gem. Very nice. I have to save it for Aegon or use it on my rank 4 Killmonger. Let's see, there's another option, Killmonger. Killmonger, if you launch a special 2, can eat a special 3. Or use it on my rank 4 Killmonger, who goes with my Void and Omega nicely. I would not awaken Hawkeye. I'm not going to dissuade you from rank 5ing Hawkeye. I'm not going to dissuade you. He's a pretty solid champ. Albeit a very underpowered champ. But I think I would probably hang on to the skill gem for a little bit. For either Aegon or Nick Fury or someone like that. Killmonger gets a little bit better with an awakening, but it's not like he benefits from it in the same degree that a Aegon or Nick Fury would, you know? The thing is with Hawkeye is that his awakened ability gives him a little bit bigger bleed damage on a special 3, but you can only use that once a fight ever, unless you've got a Taskmaster synergy. So again, because he's a bit of a limp noodle, that special 3 crit bleed is kind of meh by modern standards. Didn't Drax used to be a great counter for Mordo? Yes, that is true. Nope, it was Drax, because Drax was the first champ to do like a double tap, and the programming for Mordo's auto block wasn't programmed to handle a double tap. It could only handle single taps because that's what 99% of the other champs were doing at the time. Now you got a bunch of other champs that double tap like Drax used to, but Mordo has since been fixed, and that doesn't work anymore. Duped Archangel tonight, very nice. Congrats on that neurotoxin. You've just taken Archangel from being a decent damage over time champion to being a god tier damage over time. Very nice. How far do you want to take Archangel up? I suppose that's one of the other reasons I'm really excited to try and get Tigra right now, is for the Hawkeye synergy. So I wanted to see how Hawkeye plays being able to inflict poison instead of bleed. I think that's super cool. Yeah, Blade's a solid choice too. See, the thing is with the new roadmap and buffing 2 champs a month, I think that may wind up being a bit easier than, or straightforward at least, than people are letting on. Because so many of these champs are good in their kit, it's just that their numbers are underpowered. So even if their kit stays exactly the same, just having a higher 20/20 values for attack and crit and defense and all that, I think could really bring some of these less popular champs back into the limelight. Yeah. Yeah. Feeling the gold pinch. At this point, it's only the whales that are getting around that. Not going to shame anybody for spending, point fingers, this, that, or the other. It's not what I'm about. But just stating the obvious that people who can get copious amounts of ISO and cell set ISO are still doing okay. Everybody else, not so much. Yeah, if they lifted the attack values and PI ratings of a lot of the older champs, it would give them new value. 100% agree. 100% agree. And my champ for that is Red Skull. Because Red Skull has an amazing kit. Fantastic. He can power drain, he's hugely crit resistant the more armor ups he gets. Not only the more damage he does, but the less damage he takes. He's got a real high risk, high reward playstyle, which is very easy to lose armor stacks. And it's kind of challenging to keep them up, but if you're able to keep them up, then his abilities just go through the roof. The problem is that his damage values are so low that even if you're a god tier Red Skull player and play optimally, you're still going to be hitting like a wet noodle, which then really kind of invalidates using Red Skull in the first place, because if you're not getting anything out of playing optimally, why bother? Oh, nice. I'm probably going to be rolling my incursion tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be hitting room 14, but we'll see. Honestly, I'm just interested in having fun. Like, there's people in here who... there's people in this game that, like Legacy and BG, that are just so stupid talented for playing incursions that I expect somebody like that is going to do very well. I'm just hoping to get out of round 1. If I get out of round 1, then awesome. It's a win in my book. Now, I'm sorry if I mispronounce it, but Miseria? Miseria? Soft eye, hard eye. Miseria? Miseria? Either way, I'm totally butchering it, I'm sorry. But, hi. How are ya? Happy Wednesday. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Man Falcon says, yeah, OG Iron Man could be made a ton better with some minor tweaks. I'm not gonna lie, I'd almost love to see OG Iron Man get a slight graphics update too. Because like in the movie, he's got the fins on the back of his suit that open up to help with steering and propulsion, right? But because he was an initial champion in the game, you know, none of the flaps or anything open up on his back. They can do that now because Infinity Iron Man kind of does that, but it would just make for a much more dynamic design, I think. Plus, in my personal opinion, the Iron Man suit from Avengers 1 is probably one of my favorite. What's up, Tristan? Yo, 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 yo! Back at you, my friend. Good to see ya. Super Iron Man needs a purpose in the game, aside from being a cosmic version of Iron Man. Because at the time, that was his entire value. It was like, hey, he's a cosmic champ who can heal. And that was about it. Like, really, I think that's about it. Maybe he armor breaks on a special 1 or 2 or something like that, but yeah, aside from that, his kit is heals, and see OG Iron Man for more details. Infinity Cap can sort of shrug off suicides. I don't think so. I think any of the buffs or any of the debuffs he starts a fight off with, he can't shrug off. Like if it's a debuff he gets after the match starts and he has one of his cap shields up, whatever it's called, then he can shrug it off. But if it's at the start of the fight, I don't think so. Like, bleed just falls off naturally anyway, but I don't think you can shrug poison off after the fact. Super Squad raid? Heck yeah. Well, hey there, hi there, everybody. Welcome, welcome to day 3 of the Tigra 5-star grind over here. Good to see all you guys. Welcome, welcome to the channel. Hope the week is finding you guys well. Hope it's flying by. Oh, shouldn't have run into that. What's up, Super? How you doing, bud? Happy Wednesday. Interesting, Guido. I don't know. I mean, unless he starts off the match with one of his cap shields active, then theoretically you could shrug off a poison, but otherwise it doesn't... I'm not familiar with that off the top of my head. Huh. I don't know. Hopefully that's it's an ability that he can do. As opposed to like either a glitch or just a node or something. What's up, Nikki? Good to see you, my friend. Elsa's on cooldown. Elsa's been putting in some work here this week. She needs a break. Nah, I'm kidding. Elsa's right here. I'm just waiting for her to cool down. She's got to put in a couple more rounds of arena here for me before tomorrow. Yeah, but the more people you get into an incursion at one time, the more it's like an alliance event, you know? Like a mini version of AQ or AW. Which I wouldn't mind, to be honest. Pare that down to, instead of 10 people, maybe like 4 or 5. Less people to rely on and be easier to coordinate time zones and stuff like that. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know, maybe. I'm hoping, again, I'm hoping that's not a glitch. Super says, what score are you trying to get to? I have no idea. She went for 32 mil the first round, which is a fluke. Like, no new champ goes for that low. The original score I was hearing from Trucos was like 42. Or like 40, 41, 42, something like that. And that was like rank 140, I think. And then the next day they came out and was like, oh, well, actually 150 was like 38 million. Or 32 million, something like that. Which is just disgusting. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of putting up points right now, seeing where I wind up naturally, and then kind of reevaluate from there how I'm feeling about it. But, my personal opinion is that she's going to be going for a lot more second round. I'm just got my fingers crossed that I wind up being lucky enough to get her, because I need me a Tigra. I did. I know Elsa inside now, forward and backwards. And, yeah, she's been putting in some good work. It's probably gonna, let me try that again. What's going to wind up happening probably with Elsa Week is that it's gonna get extended into like a week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that, but just a lot looser after the first week. Because the more I'm playing with her and taking and figuring out different things and approaches and playing with synergy teams and whatnot, the more I realize that I've really there's a lot more to talk about than I originally thought. So, you know, I'm going to want to be doing more gameplay stuff. Jesus, I can't talk tonight. There's gonna be more stuff I want to do with her, like take her into Act 6 and whatnot. And try out some of the more spicy paths. Or some different paths, you know? Just see what happens. Oh yeah, dude, she went for super low. I think it's a combination of people just not caring about the character, Bikini Gate finally like rearing its head and just wreaking havoc across the battle realm, and people just not being excited for this month in general. Which is a real shame because I think she's a real solid champ. And it's definitely no secret at this point that, actually it is still a secret, never mind. Long story short, she's absolutely imperative to playing Elsa, so that's why I want to get one. I've already got the 3-star and 4-star, so I've been playing around with that synergy, but having her as a 5-star I think would be extra nice. Actually take her into some endgame content too, you know, with all the class gates, or rarity gates. But I'm not going to say too much about that because that is going to be spoiling a video for not tomorrow, but Friday, I think. Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. I will say, though, it has been an interesting juggle balancing and a feature arena grind with putting out, like, the most character content I've put out on my channel at one time, like the last couple months. Worth it. Definitely worth it. But in retrospect, I probably should have done it next week or last week. Whoops. So, you guys, not saying that, just hypothetically speaking, if you were to be presented with a Nexus Crystal where you can choose your class and choose potentially 10 champions from that class, who would you want to go for? Because that's been a real fun debate between me and some of my alliance mates. Just talking shop, talking strategy. Because, you know, you got some people on the bandwagon of getting new champs, right? Like, I'm going to go for the crystal where I have the greatest opportunity to pull a new champ. And then you got other people who are like, yeah, I really want a Corvus. I recognize that he's like one of almost 30 potential champions to pull from the Cosmic Crystal, but I want that extra Corvus just because. And play the odds that way. Ghost says, I've got an idea. It's called Into the Spider-Verse. Basically, it's a deep dive on all the spider people in MCOC and see how they fare in content. I think that's a good idea, dude. I definitely think the spider folk need a reevaluation, especially classic Spidey. In terms of like modern content and modern synergies and whatnot, just kind of see what they can do nowadays. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Because I gotta say, I don't remember anybody coming up with anything for classic Spidey, like even when like Mysterio came out, or Venom for symbiote Spidey, or even, you know, what some of the group synergies do, like the science synergy for Beardo or the science synergy for Reed, and how that all would play out with the Spidey people. I think that could be fun. What's up, Shirmoy? How you doing, bud? Yes, I'm at 43 million currently. I have no idea where I'm going to wind up. Right now, I'm just running through champs normally, naturally, and I've got another full round of champs coming up in the morning. So we'll see. I do not think... Well, I know two things. I was talking with Super a little bit earlier. Like, she went for, you know, in the 30 millions round one, which is just ridiculous. She's not going to go that low a second time, I would hope. But that having been said, I don't think she's going to go for like 60 million either. So somewhere in there, somewhere between 30 and 60 million. And again, I think it's just a combination of her not being a popular character, her getting really dumped on by the CCP, more exciting champs coming out next month, and the fact that the character model isn't wearing the signature black bikini. I think it's more that one than anything else. I think people are just really upset by that. I mean, not the fact that she has an entire kit that can be utilized for interesting things. Definitely the black bikini. I can hardly say that with a straight face. But we'll see, bud. We'll see. Gotta say, I'm looking forward to the incursions run tomorrow. Just playing that by ear, seeing how that goes. Yeah. That's why I'm not stressing it. You know, I was talking a little bit earlier that where I'm at right now is not typical of where I would be normally this far into a grind for a brand new champ. But just the fact that she went for what she went for, and she is who she is, I'm not stressing about it. You still digging your 6-star version though? I mean, your 5 and 6-star version. Lucky duck. Shadow, what time is the incursion run? I don't remember. I need to go through and look at the messages again. Because we were talking about a couple different times. I just forget off the top of my head what time we had settled on. Cool deal. You and me both. Anything after the arena's over works for me, really. Cheers. Yeah, sounds good, man. Just hit me up on Discord. I'll be around. Alright, let's do that, and let's do that, and let's do that. As for me, for the Nexus Crystal, I'm 99% chance I'm going science. Because I was thinking about it. I'm gonna be making a video kind of outlining my thought process too, but like off the top of my head, I would be should be going for Cosmic for the chance to wake up Sparkles or pull Corvus. Which I think still is probably the more ambitious option. Sparkles is already rank 3, so awakening her would be fantastic, and a prestige play, and Corvus is Corvus, but my reasoning is that the odds of me pulling one of them, or Sparkles specifically, is pretty low relative to the amount of champs that are also in the pool that are just garbage. You know, if I was just opening up a basic crystal, I'd be happy with the Kamala Khan, I'd be happy with Super Iron Man, I'd be happy with champs like that. But for a special thing like this, I'd be really disappointed. So that's why I'm going for a science instead. Because there are a heck of a lot more champs that I need out of the science pool that are really good. In addition to a few awakenings as well, so. None of them would be for immediate prestige plays. Like if I pulled a thing, he'd be great for prestige, even though he'd be unawakened. It'd be playing the long game, but Yes. Yeah, Shimoy, that was the last bit. I think that's still probably good if you want to shoot for that. How far can Ghost get you in Variant 3? It depends on how many units you're willing to spend. Shadow says, you don't have to do it live, might be better not to do it live. Shadow, I'm gonna double check the rules to make sure that that still is kosher and part of the rules. If that is acceptable, I would probably prefer to do it that way. Because, full disclosure, I like to keep the arena grinds and my videos pretty PG-ish, PG-13-ish. Not squeaky clean, but not, you know, unedited either. So when I get into more competitive content like that, or Alliance War, or like Act 6, I'm a bit spicier than I am right now. So doing it just normal, and then being able to selectively reduce the sound in specific sections might be useful. Yeah, see, Ghost, that's the thing though too, because at this point, I would want to rank up all my 4 stars, and at this point, I'd want to max rank them as well. But it's just so stupid expensive. It's so expensive, especially since all the resources bleed over from rarity to rarity. So it's like, do I want to take a 4-star to max rank, or do I want to take a 5-star like rank 2 or 3? You know. And I mean, the smart answer would be the 5-star, because it would actually take you further. You can do more with them. Shimwa, I'm gonna be doing pretty good. I'm gonna be doing pretty good. I'm not gonna like have a sleepless night tonight. Did Sonic Dude clear that with Super? Because I thought that was like one of the big catches of this thing, is that it had to be recorded. I mean, unless his partner was live streaming it, I think that's the workaround. But I was under the impression that I thought you had to stream it. Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny too about which resource you wind up running out of. Like for the longest time, I was running out of Tier 1 Alpha. Like I could not get enough Tier 1 Alpha. Still can't really, but like I was constantly at like 0 or maybe 1 or 2. And then I started focusing on like some big rank ups, just because I had a whole bunch of T2A from finishing Act 6. So now my alpha stack is like back to max capacity, but for me now it's the Tier 4 basics that's the big catch. Because you need so many of those for every step of the way for everybody. Okay. Alright, well that's good to know. Yeah, I'd probably prefer to do it that way then, to just record it and then post it afterwards. Come on, Moro. Thank you. Thank you. Sometime we need to do a video about fighting Mordo. I still suck at fighting Mordo, but I've fought him so many times in Alliance Quest that I've really gotten a feel for fighting Mordo. Kind of like once you fight Infinity Man so many times, you finally kind of get his routine down a little bit better. You can fight around him. Mordo's the same way, but just more annoying. Especially if he's a tanky Mordo. Because that's the crappy thing about Mordo, is that there are several different potential Mordos you could be fighting, just depending on the AI pattern. You could have a super aggressive Mordo, which is amazing. You could have a super passive Mordo, which is awful. Or the worst kind is a combination of the two. Because once he starts charging his power, you don't know if he's going to just keep charging his power or if he's going to drop his shield and attack you when you're going in for a heavy intercept. Yo, what's up, Swag? Happy Wednesday, dude. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yes. Yes, she does. She can counter Mordo's evade, provided her evasion is active. Hey, big congrats! Was that the initial clear there, Swag? I mean, it's a big achievement either way, but awesome. How'd the rewards find you? Yeah, and I think Shimoy, at the end of the day, that more so than anything, that's the important part of a champ. They got to be fun to play. You know, even if they aren't going to make your A team or like replace one of your champs for AQ or AW, they still got to be fun to play. Just take them out for a spin, just enjoy the kit a little bit, do some of the nifty tricks that everybody can do, and have fun with them, you know? It's too many champions. Now, I really don't think that Ghost Rider should qualify for Champion of the Universe anymore. I mean, that's a buff that the champion needs, is to have his Champion of the Universe thing updated for 2020. But anyway, they just gotta be fun to play. There's too many champs in the game to only focus on like 10 or 11 for everything, you know? Yeah. I don't know, Falcon. We'll see. We'll see. See what Shirmoy says. Got another 3 to 4 tech and a 6-star Taskmaster. Well, I mean, if it's a brand new Taskmaster, that's a pretty solid pull. And 3 to 4 tech could help you out, especially with Gart. What? Captain Canada, whatever his name is. When Irie comes out. Yeah, according to the initial leak from a couple months back, Cosmic Ghost Rider is December. But that whole leak roadmap is tossed out the window at this point, so who knows? But yeah, I mean, most likely that is who it's gonna be, because there's two champions that have that question mark for like another of the heralds. So yeah, Cosmic Ghost Rider kind of makes sense for that. Yeah. Yeah. I'd put her on a C. Like, for me, she's going to be part of my A team, but I think for most people, she's going to wind up on like a B or C, if that. Mr. Maple, that's right. Thanks, Ghost. I love the nicknames that we collectively give to people. They're so reductive. It's like comedically reductive. Like, he's got this like big, grand, heroic name with a long history and legacy and all that. His design is all big and tall and strong and proud. And then of all of us schmucks over here, it's just like, nope, that's Mr. Maple. Because he's got the maple leaf on his tummy. We have fun. Falcon, we're up against Doc. MCOC Doc. So Shimura, supposedly room 14 is the room to beat right now. That's what Metal Sonic dude was doing earlier. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind getting him either. If for no other reason than he's the first tech champion in Lord knows how long. Doc, Shimura, I have no idea. I don't know. It'll be a surprise. I mean, I guess. I mean, the other Canadians in the game are pretty badass by themselves. So I guess Guardian is more of like a B-list Canadian. I mean, up against Wolverine and Deadpool, at least. You got me. You got me. Especially without the timeout method. I don't know. I'm assuming Gilly. Gilly or Aegon. And then just praying you don't get somebody annoying like, whatchamacallit? Like Ebony Maw. Or, Warlock, I suppose, at that level. I like that idea, Shadow, but that would be forcing them to finally admit that their champs are subpar. And I don't think they would do that. Because, like, us as a community have doled out who's God tier, who's meme tier, and everybody in between, right? But for them, the only place that they've ever really said, like, who is supposed to be the best of the best are the champs that the champion gets the buff against. The champion of the universe one. Like, that's the only place that I'm aware that they've come out and just straight up said these are the people that we consider the best in the game. Because, like, everybody knows that Iron Patriot sucks and Kamala Khan is not optimal, right? But, like, their whole shtick is that everybody's a good champ, you know? You should be happy no matter who you pull. Which nobody believes. Nobody, not them, not us, nobody. But as a company, that's kind of the approach that they have to take, so. Which I get. Cheers, everybody. Let's do this. Let's do this and this and this. Just keep working my way down the list. Ah, okay. He's probably using that ghillie he won from Comic-Con. See, that's going to wind up being my problem, is that 2 of my 3 champions are going to be tailor-suited for longer incursion runs, but whoever's going to wind up being the synergy mule is not. So that'll be interesting. Which class am I going to go for in the 6-star Nexus? I'm going to be going for Science. Science has the most to offer me right now. But what I may wind up doing is just sitting on it for the next couple months. I haven't decided yet. And wait for Hulk and Red Guardian to get added. And then just play the odds that way. Because as it stands right now, any of the 4 Fantastic Four would be amazing. Void would be amazing. A Beardo or Wasp Awakening would be amazing. I'd be really happy with Gladiator Hulk. I mean, there's some pretty solid Science options for me. Because that's my weakest 6-star class. But if I wait, then OG Hulk gets added to the pool and Red Guardian gets added to the pool. And both of those would be fantastic as well. Pretty quick, Ghost. Pretty quick. I'm really excited about that. Makes me really thankful that I have him as a rank 4 or 5-star here. Especially if he winds up being a synergy god, which more so than anything is what I'm hoping for. I'd love for Magneto to be like the mutant synergy god, much like how Nick Fury and Cat Beardo are. What's up, Nathan? How are you? Happy Wednesday. Good to see you, my friend. I wouldn't doubt it, Guido. I wouldn't doubt it. If he winds up being super OP god tier, then yeah, I'll take mine to rank 2 and I'll awaken mine. But again, it just really depends on his kit. I think people ranking up their Magnetos now without even knowing what he's gonna do is way, way premature. Like, you don't know what kind of buff he's gonna get. Is he gonna get a Colossus style buff or a Hulkbuster style buff? Or is he gonna get an Ebony Maw buff? You know? I don't know. I mean, hopefully the latter, but I'm afraid of the former. Oh no, Swag, they already buffed him. We're just waiting for him to be released now. But odds are, yeah, they're gonna stick with the beta buff. Or most of it, at least. I'm hoping for both, Shadow. Presumably the red Magneto. But if you do one, you gotta do both, especially since White Magneto is also a 6-star. I just hope that they wind up complementing each other for 1, and then doing different things for 2. That having been said, White Magneto needs a lot more love than Red Magneto. Because the fact that White Magneto's magnetism is iffy as opposed to constant really, really kills his viability for anything. For no reason either. It's like, hey, we're gonna take this ability that would trigger all the time and make it occasionally trigger and give you no reason why it does that. You know what else I wouldn't mind are updated character portraits either. Because you compare character portraits from this year or last year to like Winter Soldier right there from year one. It's like comparing like PS5 graphics to PS4 or PS3. It's like, yeah, I mean, it all looked good at the time, but it hasn't aged well in the last 5 years. Especially as the quality of the art has improved so much in the game. And the memory capabilities. Come on, my dude. Special me. Thank you. Awesome. Nova's attack, you mean? Because like his utility is pretty solid. But I think that was the trade-off. He's an annoying defender, but he can't really do a lot of damage, just to make him so he wasn't completely overpowered. That. It's moving right along, making pretty good progress. Almost at 45. Probably hit 46 by the end of the stream. 47 maybe. Yes, the 6-star featured is incredibly good. Like if I didn't need as many champs as I do out of the basic, I would definitely save up for the featured. Or, you know, 6-star shards were more readily available. Because like right now, as it stands, it would take you 6 months to save up for a, well, probably less than that, 4 months to save up for a featured 6-star just playing monthly content, and then maybe getting lucky from war seasons. That's pretty much it. That's really the only place you can get 6-star shards without spending money or getting lucky on crystal pulls. That's a really random team. Dude has suicides on though. Yeah, but then the last thing you need, Swag, is to pull one of like the meme tiers out of the 15k. Because that would really sting. That would sting. Yep, I 100% agree, Shadow. I hope that there's like a trading crystal. Kind of like how they did with the questing crystal in the, was it Black ISO market? You can trade 100 of the small ones for one big one. There's something like that for those lesser and greater solo crystals. So I'm sitting on over like 1,100 of them, and I have no intention of popping all those open and having all that go into overflow. But I would be very happy to trade them up for something bigger and better. Oh boy, big yawn. Big yawn. I didn't kill him. Okay, well, lucked out there. I yawned and I thought he was down, and he was definitely not down. That would have been bad. Bad just in that I would have lost out on points. And every point matters. It just depends. Depends on your perspective and depends on your roster. Like for me, I think the worst pull in there would be Mordo, just because I already have mine awakened. I'd be okay with a Captain America just because I don't have him. But you know, again, it just really depends on your roster and who you have and don't have already. You know. But yes, absolutely. There's some big solid wins in that crystal. Big solid wins. What rank am I gonna take 5-star Tigra up to? Well, I mean, assuming I get her, probably initially rank 3, while I evaluate my rank of materials. Possibly rank 4, depending on how many tier 4 basic I have left. Rank 4 for sure. I probably would like to take her up to rank 5, but I don't have that many expendable resources. Because there's other champs I want to take up to rank 2, other champs I want to take up to rank 5, and frankly I should probably start saving for my next rank 3 as well, even though that seems pretty far off. So yeah, probably rank 4, probably for now. Because I'd love to be able to take her up to rank 5, if for no other reason to just throw her on defense and just see how she does. Plus have a little bit stockier champion to bring into quests with my Elsa, but... Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. He's optimal. Plus his AI is really passive and he can't throw special 3s. Alright, Ghost. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. You enjoy the rest of your night. We'll catch you here tomorrow or coming up here. Take care, bud. Stop it. Stop barbecuing me. I don't appreciate this. Really don't appreciate that. Uh-oh. 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 I don't like how you can get hit by the first part of the special and then dex the second. I think that's really unfortunate for Mephisto players. That his special is so slow that you have time to recover from the hit and dex it. Amen, swag. Kind of makes me wonder what the secondary or tertiary offers are going to be, you know? Because you got the stuff in the unit store, right? And then there's the grading, the unit offers. You know, the 1,000, 3,000, 10,000, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, whatever it is, right? And those ones are usually amazing. In addition to it, right? But there usually winds up being something extra, like a couple days later. Like they do another one of those featured FGMC, I guess a bit duplicitous, those champion FGMC days like they did a while back, where it's like every hour it's gonna be a new champion to get people to blow their units on that. Or like, hey, we're bringing back 6-star Vision again. Instead of the 30,000 units he was the first time, now he's only 10,000 units. Something like that, you know? Or something completely else, something different. Hey, you remember Platinum Pool from a couple months back and how we said he's going to be super easy to get? Well, here he is for 10,000 units. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, thank goodness. Stupid Diablo. But yeah, that having been said, I much rather encourage people to complete content, whether it's whatever the newest thing in Act 5 is, or Act 6, if you've done, you know, starting or finishing up Labyrinth, starting or finishing up Abyss. Yeah, either one of those are awesome. Yeah. Well, I know a lot of people are just losing their minds for the Silver Surfer ones out right now. And if it's something you do wind up going for, I do wish you the best of luck. I really hope you pull them. Let's do this next. But knowing me, mine would probably be the Captain Sparkles ones. It's terrible odds, but still better than normal. I would hope so. I would really hope so. I'm really hoping for some 6-star love again. If in nothing else, then the 10,000 unit offer at the end. It's time that Kabam shows the 6-star champion some love in game. So they've been doing everything else for 4s and 5s for the last couple months. Like everything. Hey, you want a bunch of Sig Stones? Here's a bunch of Sig Stones. Hey, you want an Awakening Gem? Here, it's generic. Hey, you want a rank up materials? Specifically crafted for 5 stars? Yeah, we'll give you that too. 6 stars here. If you want to give us $100, we'll give you 10 random crystals and 5 regular ones. 5 generics. And you'll thank us for it. Nah, I'm good. But I'm fairly confident there will be some flavor of Nexus. Whether it's a Nexus champion or a Nexus shard selector. Whether it's like 25% or 10% or whatever it is of a tier 5 CC. Or, you know, Nexus 5s. Well, they did Nexus 5s last year, didn't they? Or for Black Friday, one or the other. I don't know. It'll be fun to see either way. And I wish everybody the best of luck. Alright, come on, roll. Dance! It's the character who is only wearing pants against the character who's wearing anything but pants. What a combo. Swag says, what part of the roadmap am I most hyped for? Probably the goal to buff 2 champs a month. Either the Magneto buff or buffing 2 champs a month. Probably. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff, so it's really hard to say specifically what is the best. I think them like actually coming up with something brand spanking new for book 2 is great. The quality of life stuff is amazing, but I think for me, just because the champions themselves are my favorite part of the game, so that's probably what I'm most excited about. Oh yeah, Nation, it's like the selling feature of Red Hulk now. Like more like it supersedes the character. Red Hulk is great as a champion, but he's just solid domino synergy food now. Him and Masakra both. Like they can do stuff by themselves, but with the domino, they're just amazing. Domino can just heavy spam and end fights in like 3 hits. What's up, King Cash? Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm enjoying making them. Got some cool stuff here coming out the next few days still too, rounding out the week. But cheers and thanks for watching. One of these days, Shadow. Just need to say a prayer and offer a sacrifice to the MCOC gods. I offer up my 3-star Kamala Khan and hope you find the sacrifice worthy. I think a lot of people just forget that Masakra exists. Like, especially outside of the domino synergy, you know? Feels that way, at least. Which is kind of a shame, because he seems like an interesting character. I don't have one at a high level, unfortunately, so I haven't been playing him, but I'd like to. Him and Night Thrasher both. Like, there's a number of champions in the game that I just legitimately forget are in the game, and Night Thrasher is always one of them. OG Ms. Marvel is another. And surprisingly, I think Falcon's a third. Like, oh yeah, Falcon's in this game. Oh, yeah. Falcon's terrible in this game. What a shame. You gotta do my buddy Sam some justice. I mean, he's freaking Captain America now, come on. Show the man some love. Oh, good. Yeah, he is. He is. And I'm really glad to hear that you do. I'm glad that champs that aren't named Corvus or Quake or Ghost get their proper due. Always good to see. Alright, come on, my dude. There's that. And there's that. Beautiful. B-E-A. Beautiful. Sound was a little off there. It was weird. Hmm. Alright guys, I think I'm about at that point where I start thinking about wrapping down the rounds here for the night. Getting pretty quick, at least. Still got a couple rounds left in me, but give that the 3-4 round warning. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I kind of question and I'm a bit afraid of how they're going to introduce those champs into the game. Because it would be nice that they're just available in a crystal for you to get, right? Like like an incursion crystal, say, or just throw them in like a featured 5-star crystal, something like that, as opposed to, hey, we're going to offer these special FGMCs, and you've got a 0.1% chance of getting a 5-star Wolverine. Good luck. That would be rather unfortunate. So, Willis. Yeah, but I'm good and glad to see you here now, though. Thanks for stopping in, my friend. Good to see you. Happy Wednesday. Whatever day it is. Whatever day it is. I'm gonna be here for a couple more minutes, but yeah, definitely starting to wind things down. Dang, she loses that insight fast. I like how White Widow and Guardian have come and gone, and people have already forgotten about White Widow, and like her movie is still like months away. Like I know this is Scarlett Johansson, I know this is Sheriff Hopper, but I don't know anything about the characters in the context of the movie, and by the time the movie comes out, I will have completely forgotten about it. Which is such a shame, because I am excited to see that movie. I really am. But, not sure how that's all gonna work yet. Have I seen Hitmonkey's synergy with Black Bolt? No, as a matter of fact. Quickly to Aunt May. Alright, so let's see about bringing this up here for everybody. Let's do that. Okay, so we got Hitmonkey. Synergies. Black Bolt. Black Bolt crit rating it. Oh, what did I do? Well, that still looks like that's okay at least. Black Bolt crit rating is increased by 300 for each buff on Black Bolt. Yeah, if you got a duped Black Bolt, that's gonna be just ridiculous. Ridiculous. I think all of those are pretty solid. Like, I wish it was classic DD instead of Netflix DD. But yeah, that Black Bolt one is nuts. I'm still interested to see if it's unique buffs or total buffs, because that's going to make a huge difference. Huge difference. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Rise and shine, everybody. I mean, she does. White Widow has a really good rap going. But it's the same thing with, like, with Nova and whoever Nova came out with. you know. It's a great champ. Get people excited when they come out. Sell some crystals. But like monthly quest kind of forgets about them for a while, and people forget about them for a while until they get added to the basic pools. And they're kind of just there for a bit. Hitmonkey is pretty legit. I think the biggest win that Kabam did with Hitmonkey, though, is introducing Hitmonkey. And that way all of us, as grown-ass adults, say with a straight face the words Hitmonkey repeatedly, unironically, constantly. Outside of that, yeah, the champion's great. We just all get the pleasure of saying his name over and over. What's up, Ricochet? How are ya? Good to see ya. Thanks for stopping in. Hope your Wednesday here is going exceptionally well. Black Bolt, God's here confirmed. Thing is, though, because it's the Black Bolts, you're either going to have them as a 4-star, or you're going to have them you're going to have them maybe as a 6-star, and if you're really lucky, have them Awaken, but how many people can say that, you know? It's a great synergy on paper, but you got to be super lucky to have pulled them out of the Encouraging Crystal, or as a 5-star, or just super lucky to have pulled them not once but twice out of the 6-star. Hello from the future. Tell me, Ricochet, what is the future like? Tell me, is the Snyder Cut worth all the hullabaloo it's been getting? There we go. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, surprisingly, Hitmonkey, he's one of the top prestige champs in the game now. Awakened, Max Sig. And I think his, here, I'm not gonna blind you guys this time. Like, it's ridiculous. Well, those are 5-stars. What's the 6-star like so far? Like, he's right on par with Night Monkey. So you got Hitmonkey and Night Monkey at the 7 and 8 spot. Pretty beast prestige, yeah. Alright, it's enough of that. Oh, well, there you go. I thought you meant, like, metaphorically, and it's like, well, geez, dude, I could have guessed that the future was going to be dark. Just give me a little bit of hope, dang it. Alright, I got this and one more round, and then... Boy. Oh, there you go, yeah. Big congrats, Soldier. Ronin is so amazing to just cheese opponents like that. You can just cheese the heck out of them. Like, you can beat that Venom boss, you can beat Captain America in Act 6 with Ronin. I mean, that's like his one niche ability that actually makes him worthwhile, but boy, oh boy, that one ability is something else. Alright, Swag, take care, bud. Good seeing you. Catch you here tomorrow, hopefully, or in an upcoming stream. Yeah, Suicide's, I think, Shermoy are only going to be useful if we have a heals champ. Because otherwise, it's just going to catch up to us in the long term. The monkeys are in the middle. Too many monkeys. Hit monkey, night monkey, day monkey. These names. Alright, Soldier, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day here, and we'll catch you next time, bud. I'm gonna be tapping out here myself after this round. Go give me some Z's, let these guys cool down, do another round in the morning, maybe. Should be good. Most of the heavy lifting. It depends what rank your Nick Fury is. Because then you're going to be playing dangerous, because he's going to be constantly at 20% health, something like that, depending on his sig level. Presuming you play him in real Nick Fury mode. Ouch. Yeah, exactly. Steve. What's up, bud? What do I like about Tigra? Well, I'm not gonna lie. Tigra's got an interesting kit with her being able to dodge some special attacks with her heavy attack. She can do decent damage. She's got a non-nullify, which is fun. Which, you know, she's not a bad champ. The thing I'm most excited about Tigra is strictly the Elsa Bloodstone synergy. I'm bit of a spoiler for a video coming up later on this week, but Tigra is the essential Elsa synergy to have. And since Elsa is my main, it's kind of essential. So that is why I'm really going for her, more so than anything else. But we'll see. This time, yeah, 12 hours from now, we'll be wrapping this thing up. Cracking all my joints there. Alrighty, guys. That Ow. I'm getting way too stiff for this. That is going to do me for tonight, everybody. Cheers. Cheers, Steve. Much appreciated. I got my fingers crossed. That is going to do me for tonight, everybody. Thanks for watching. I want to give a big shout out to all you guys who've been watching here live for the last couple of hours. It's been a lot of fun getting to chat, chew the fat here with you. It's definitely one of my favorite parts about doing these big arena grinds. So thanks to all you guys. This is the last live stream before the arena cuts off. Like I said, about 12 hours from now. So I'm going to be posting a video with the results about 15 hours from now, with wherever it is I wind up placing, if I get the champ, if I don't. So stay tuned for that. Tomorrow also marks day 4 of the Elsa Bloodstone Appreciation Week. So the idea with that is that each day this week I'm going to be posting at least one video, kind of going over some of the cool things that my favorite champ in the game can do, some of the synergies she has, some of her utility, a little of this, a little of that. So tomorrow marks day 4. Got another couple things lined up here, and that's going to keep going through the rest of the week. So be sure to stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, if you'd kindly like and subscribe to the channel, that'd be very much appreciated. Because the channel just recently hit 500 subscribers, which is a gigantic milestone. And couldn't have done it without you guys. So I'm very appreciative of that, and just wanted to say thank you. But until next time, everybody, take care, talk soon, stay safe, and be well, everyone. Bye for now.